Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Grave Descend. Copyright 1970 by Constant C Productions, Incorporated. Copyright renewed 2005 by Crichton Son LLC. John Lange and Grave Descend are trademarks of Crichton Son LLC used under license. By Michael Crichton, writing as John Lange. Performed by Christopher Lane. He is no wise man that will quit a certainty for an uncertainty. Samuel Johnson. Part 1. Swift Ship. Much may be made of a Scotchman if he be caught young. Samuel Johnson. 1. Starting in the early dawn light, he had driven up into the mountains, leaving the flat sprawl of Kingston behind him. He had cut through the tiny mountain villages, the native huts perched precariously beside the road, then down through lush valleys of tropical vegetation, damp in the misty morning wetness, and finally up once more to the cold air of the peaks which sheltered the north coast. Now it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and he was coming down, hunched over his bike, doing 100, with the sound of the engine in his ears and the wind in his hair. In the distance he could see blue water, with waves breaking across the inner reefs, and hotels lining the beachfront. A momentary glimpse. Then he plunged into the final twisting green decline which led him to Ochorius. McGregor hated Ochorius. Once a beautiful and elegant strip of coastline, it was now a long succession of gaudy hotels, ratty nightclubs, stud services, and steel band discos, all patronized by hordes of vacuous tourists who were seeking something a little more expensive but no different from Miami Beach. It was to serve such tourists that the Plantation Inn had been built, an enormous complex on 20 acres of lavish grounds, phony colonial buildings, restaurants, and snack bars. It was shielded from the road by a high fence. There was a guard in khakis at the gate, a smooth-faced native who saluted each limousine of tourists as it arrived from the airport. The guard did not salute McGregor, however. Instead, he held up one hand and rested the other on the butt of his holstered gun. "You have business here." McGregor stopped, idling the bike. "I'm seeing Mr. Wayne."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?